Hey everyone, Melissa Wick here. Welcome to my channel if you're new here, or welcome back. I'm coming to you from the beautiful Nosara in Costa Rica, and this yoga class is a full body, slow flow, feel good yoga practice. So a couple of blocks are going to be useful but not necessary, so have them with you. It's just nice to bring the floor up to us. We're going to do some standing postures. We're going to make it a little fluid and flowy, and then we're going to take it down to really reset and deeply open up the hips and receive our efforts in Savasana. So just know that I am outdoors, which means anything goes in terms of sounds. You'll hear some birds and the sounds of nature all around. You'll also hear a couple cars driving by here and there. The town is just waking up. It is morning, so people are going to work or heading to the beach to surf. Whatever sounds you do hear, I invite you to use them as notes and markers to take you deeper into your internal inner sanctuary, regardless of what's going on around you. So get into something comfortable and let's get this slow flow started. Have your blocks at the top of your mat. We're going to get started in child's pose today. So go ahead and have your toes touch, knees out wide. Pad up the knees with a blanket if you'd like for more cushion. Slide or walk your hands forward and keep the elbows soft as we're just starting to settle in and arrive here on our mat. Closing your eyes. You can give your hips a little sway if you'd like, just to open up a little bit. Maybe massage or roll the forehead center across the mat. Relax the shoulders. Find some stillness and presence yourself to your breath. In and out through both nostrils. Smooth inhalations followed by smooth exhalations. Feeling the belly rise and fall. Allowing your hips to be heavy towards the ground. Setting the intention to make the breath as smooth and as even as possible. The inhale is the embrace, and the exhale is this sense of groundedness. Now if your elbows are bent, just start to walk the hands out. Elbows are lengthened, push down through the palms onto the floor, onto the ground. Glide the shoulders down the back. Wrap the triceps around and in. Lengthen the back of your neck, feeling the spine elongate. Now start to walk your hands to the top left corner of your mat. And then maybe reach your right hand a little farther than the left. Close the right shoulder down. And root down through your right sit bone. And breathe more life into the right side body, the right lung, right shoulder. And walk your hands through center. Continue to walk them all the way over to the top right corner.
of the mat. Extend the left arm a little farther than the right. Close the left shoulder down. Root down through the left sit bone. And now breathe more life into the left side, left shoulder, left lung. Breathing in and out through the nose. Beautiful. Walk back to center. We're going to thread here. So you can lift the chest and head off the mat. Make some space here. Your right hand is going to thread underneath the left arm. Right palm is up. Right shoulder comes down. Right ear comes down. You can just turn your head to the left here. And push that right arm into the mat. Find your sweet spot. Breathe into your right shoulder. Your left palm could stay flat, or you can tent up onto the fingertips, shoulders out of the ears. On your next inhale, release, come through center, lengthen the spine, chest stays lifted, and exhale other side. So left arm threads through, left palm up. Left shoulder, left ear down. Pushing down with the left arm, spiraling the heart up towards the sky. One breath at a time. And come back to center. Tent up both arms onto the fingertips, lengthen the spine. And then pushing the palms down and come to bring the sit bones forward. Knees underneath the hips, fingers spread wide, wrists under the shoulders, tabletop position. Let's move through a few cat-cows here. So on the inhale, you'll release the belly, tilt the pelvis, let the belly drop, maybe head lift slightly. As you exhale, push the floor away, belly towards the back of the spine, nose towards the navel. A few more, nice and smooth. Inhale, release the belly, heart comes through, softening the shoulders. Exhale, push the floor away, feel the shoulder blades peel away from each other, back of the neck long. Twice more, inhale. Exhale. Last time through, inhale. Exhale. Come back to your table. Your hips will stay stacked over the knees. We'll come into a puppy stretch. Heart melting pose. Walk the hands or slide the hands forward. And push down through the palms, wrap the triceps around and in. Forehead could come to the ground, or maybe slide a block underneath the forehead for support. You can always widen the arms if it doesn't quite feel the most supportive with the arms right by the ears. You can always also bring the elbows down. Slight pull in of the belly, and make this about the opening in the upper back. Thoracic spine, back of the heart, the sides of the body. Breathe into your chest. And then with lots of care, walk the hands back underneath the shoulders and sit back, bum to heel. Hands just rest on the thighs. Loop the shoulders up, back and down. Collarbones are smiling. Just a couple deep breaths here. Pulling the chin in so the chin isn't hanging forward.
Now we're going to slide onto our bellies. So you can walk the knees back a little bit with care, come onto the stomach. And we'll do 3 rolling cobras. So you want to bring your fingertips wide, maybe off the mat, slightly in front of you, tops of the feet pressed down, pubic bone down, slight pull in of the belly. Elbows up towards the sky. Now you don't need to go super high here. Remember to keep the shoulders out of the ears. As you inhale, the upper back is going to lead. The head is going to be the last to come up. Soften the shoulders. And then exhale, belly, chest, chin, forehead. 2 more times. Keep the tops of the feet pressing down. Inhale, rolling up. Reaching forward and up. Exhale, lower down. Last time. Inhale, roll up through the spine. This time we exhale, dip your right shoulder down, peek under your left underarm. Feel that nice stretch in the chest, making sure there's no pain. Inhale, center. Nice and smooth. Exhale, left shoulder dips down, peek under your right underarm. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower down. Make a pillow with your palms. Forehead rests on the back of your hand. Giving yourself a moment to just adjust. Feeling the belly rise and fall into the ground. And let's bring our hands by the upper chest. Tuck the toes underneath. As you inhale, elbows hug in. You're going to push down through the palms. Lift the belly. Push up. As you exhale, we're going to come into downward facing dog. Really press firmly into the hands, especially the thumbs and pointer fingers. Have the forearms magnetized toward one another. And wrap the triceps around and in. Broaden the upper back. Long spine, navel pulls in. Your sit bones and tailbone is reaching up and back as you lengthen through the crown of your head. You can pedal out your dog if you'd like. Opening up the backs of the legs. Find some stillness in your dog. So the inner thighs are internally rotating and lifting up. Firm the outer ankles. Firm the outer thighs. You're going to bend your knees, look between the hands, walk or step to the top of your mat. Feet hip width distance, forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to get the shoulders out of the ears. Let your elbows bend out to the sides. Sit bones are reaching up towards the sky as the crown of the head lengthens down. So these opposing forces. On your next inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to quads or shins, shoulders back, chest open, chin and belly in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we root down with the feet to rise all the way up. Arms reach up, tailbone lengthens down. Exhale, palms touch, come into heart center. Chest open, 1 cycle of breath here. Inhale, arms are going to sweep up. Pubic bone zips in. Exhale, bend your elbows, cactus the arms, lift up and out of the waist. Just show your heart. Inhale, extend the arms up, and exhale, forward fold. Sit bones reach up towards the sky, halfway lift, breathe in, chest open, shoulders back. Exhale, plant your palms and step back to downward facing dog.
Your right leg is going to sweep up, three-legged dog. Hips stay closed, belly pulls in, push down through the palms. As you exhale, bend your right knee and step your right foot through. Hands could come on blocks here if you have them. Bring your left knee down to the ground. Either toes tucked or toes pointed. As you inhale, you're going to slide the shoulders down, let your chest open up, sternum reaches forward. And then as you exhale, hips go back, extend your right leg, right toes to the face. Twice more, nice and smooth. Bend your right knee, inhale, open up, lean back. Exhale, hips go back, extend your right leg. One more time, inhale, bend your right knee, open. And exhale, half split. Pausing here, softening the shoulders. The tailbone is reaching back as the crown of the head lengthens. Invite in softness here. Good, and then re-bend your right knee. Make sure your ankle's under the knee. You're gonna just heel toe your right foot towards the left so that the heel's in front of the left knee. And then we're gonna extend again here, hips go back. And then turn the right toes out on an angle towards the right, towards the top right corner. Again, softening the shoulders, sternum reaches forward. Now you're getting into that right IT band. And then release, toes back towards the center, bend your right knee, heel toe your foot back to the right side so you're on 2 tracks. And then arms are gonna reach up, thumbs back in space, and then tailbone lengthens down, right heel pulls back, left knee forward. We're gonna twist, so the outside of the left hand comes to the outside of the right thigh. Right arm extends back, drop that right hip down, hug the hips in toward one another. Gaze out to the side or to your back hand. Chest stays open, breathe into your abdomen. Dip your right arm down, breathe in, both arms reach up. And exhale, frame your right foot, blocks aside. Tuck the left toes under, power up your back leg. You're gonna step your left foot out to the left a little bit, preparing for warrior one. So you're on 2 tracks again. Left heel is down, left toes are out on an angle. Bend your right knee, and then come to stand. Biceps by the ears. So firm the outer edge of your left foot, back leg strong. Pull that right hip back in space. Left shoulder comes forward so the chest is parallel to the top of the mat. When your next exhale arrives, you're going to extend your right leg and lower your arms down by your side. This time we're going to inhale, bend the right knee, and then bring your arms forward and then open the arms up, palms face one another, open the chest, breathe into the heart. Exhale, hands come forward and then smoothly down by the side. Right leg extends. Inhale, right knee bends, arms come forward and open. That's your inhale. Open the chest. Keep pulling that right hip back. Exhale, extend your right leg, arms come through center and lower down. 2 more times, nice and smooth. Inhale, bend your right knee. Use the posture to deepen your breath. Exhale, extend, lower the arms. Last time. Inhale, bend your right knee, arms open up. Stay here for your exhale. Fix your eyes on one point. Breathe life in with every inhalation. With every smooth exhale, the navel pulls back. Legs are supporting you. Taking life in. And as you exhale, extend your right leg, lower your arms down.
Good. Now you're going to plant your hands down and then bring your hands slightly in front of you. Weight into your right foot and just step the left foot behind the right. So toes are aiming to kiss, heels apart. You can always, always bring a block under your hands here. Sciatic stretch. You can keep a bend in the right knee, but keep the left leg lengthened, shoulders out of the ears. And the block is nice here, so we could really start to just soothe, bring the floor to us. Let the body unfurl naturally, breathing into your belly. Now we're going to slowly roll up. Head is going to be the last to come up. One vertebra at a time. When you get to the top here, loop your shoulders up, back, and down. Finding your balance. Arms are going to reach up, breathing in. As you exhale, grab your right hand around your left wrist. Arch up and over towards the right. Bow the left side. Breathe into the left side body. Chest open. Back to center, slowly unravel, lower the arms down, feet back to hip width distance, toes facing forward, palms open, Tadasana, shoulders back, eyes along the horizon, feet rooted down, crown of the head grows tall, low belly zips in. Beautiful. Let's reach the arms up, breathing in. Lengthen. Exhale, either hands through center or circle them around, forward fold. Smoothly inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to shins or quads, shoulders back, belly in. Exhale, plant your palms and step back either to plank and flow or downward facing dog. One breath per movement. Your flow could also be a simple cat, cow, anything that's symmetrical. Maintain this sense of ease and steadiness as you move through your posture practice, bringing more awareness to your breath and to the steadiness of your mind. Inhale, left leg's going to rise. Keep pushing down through the palms, belly in, hips squared. Extend the left leg. Exhale, step your left foot through between the hands. Hands on blocks. And pausing here for a moment, left hip drawing back. And then slowly bring your right knee down. As you inhale, shoulders go back, lengthen the chest forward, sternum forward. Exhale, hips go back, left leg extends, left toes toward the face. So you're riding the wave of your breath 2 more times. Left knee bends, inhale, open it up, chest off the thigh. Exhale, hips go back, half split, toes toward the face. 1 more time, inhale, bend your left knee, open up. Exhale, half split, stay here, pause. Keep drawing the left hip back in space, lengthen the spine so the sit bones are reaching back, crown of the head tall, shoulders softened. 1 breath at a time. And then re-bend your left knee. Ankle is under the knee. You're going to heel toe your left foot to the right so the left heel is in line with the right knee. And then we're going to re-extend the left leg, hips go back, toes flex, and then gently turn, externally rotate the left toes towards the top left corner of the mat. Blocks are super handy here. Getting into the left IT band. Sit bones are reaching back. Lengthen the spine, chest stays open. Beautiful. And then re-bend the left knee, so making sure the knee is back to parallel towards the sky. Heel toe your left foot out, back to the left, so you're on 2 tracks. And then from here, we're gonna reach the arms up, low lunge, thumbs back, shoulders glide down, drop the left hip down, so left hip pulls back as the right hip pulls forward. Twist to the left, so outside of the right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Use it as gentle traction. Keep dropping the left hip down. It's going to want to stick out. Chest open. Maybe just gaze out to the side, or you look back if that feels okay for your neck. Breathe into your abdomen. Maintain that ease. And dip your left arm down. Inhale, both arms sweep up. Exhale, take your hands down. Tuck the right toes under, power up your back leg. We're going to prepare for warrior one. So you're going to step your right foot out to the right and in a little bit so you feel steady. Widen the stance as much as you need to. Heel drops down, right toes fan out. Firm the outer edge of your right foot, bend your left knee, and warrior one. Arms reach up, left hip pulls back, and the arms reach up. Shoulders are squared towards the front. As you exhale, lengthen your left leg and lower the arms down. Now we're going to add in the deep breaths. You're going to inhale, bend your left knee. Arms will come through center, but then open them out to the sides. Palms are facing almost at an angle forward and up. Chest open, back of the leg strong. And then exhale, extend your left leg, arms come through center, one swift movement, and lower back down. Moving nice and slow, intentional. Inhale, left knee bends, arms extend forward and open. Breathe life into the heart space. Exhale, extend your left leg, arms lower down. It's like you're moving through water. Inhale, left knee bends, open it up. Exhale, extend the left leg, navel pulls in. Last time. Inhale, left knee bends, open it up. You're going to stay here for your exhale. Continuing to breathe, keep pulling the left hip back. Back leg strong, eyes along the horizon. Breathe life in, one breath at a time. And slowly extend the left leg, lower the arms down by your side. Now we're just going to forward fold here, hands slightly in front of you. Just for a moment, bring your weight into your left foot and bring the right leg behind the left. Toes kiss heels apart. Sciatic stretch, using a block here if you'd like. Shoulders out of the ears, letting the elbows just open out to the sides. Breathing into your belly. You can keep a bend in the left knee, but lengthen the right leg. Now we're going to slowly roll up, letting the head be the last to come up. Finding your balance. When you get to the top, you're going to roll the shoulders up, down and back. Arms are going to reach up, breathe in. As you exhale, left hand grabs the right wrist, arch up and over towards the left, and it doesn't need to be huge. Chest stays open, and just breathe more life into the right side body. So the posture is what's supporting the depth of the breath. Back to center, release the arms, step out back to Tadasana, mountain pose, feet hip width distance, palms open, shoulders back. And let's take it down to the floor. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bow through center or circle the arms around, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice and smooth, shoulders back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant your palms, either step back to high plank and flow or downward facing dog. No right or wrong, just listen to your own body. Now we're going to bring the knees down and we'll come into deer pose. So you're just going to bring your bum over to the right side and we'll come into a pinwheel shape. So you're going to bend your left knee just behind you and right leg in front of you. Flexing your right foot, and so your right shin is parallel to the top of your mat. And ideally you have 90-90 legs, so 2 90-degree angles, but that's okay if you don't. You can tuck that left calf in a little more, making sure there's no pain here. Hands on either side of the body. And this right here might feel really good, like an internal rotation here in the left hip flexor, in the psoas. Maybe you want to stay here. Maybe you want to twist a little bit even to the right. You can move it intuitively. Or if you'd like to fold, you can start to walk the hands forward. And then either come onto your forearms or forehead on a block. Or even if you're feeling a little tight, you can bring your forearms on blocks. If you want a little more depth, sensation, making sure the right foot stays flexed, you can walk the torso and the arms closer towards that right flexed foot. So different feelings, different explorations. You choose the journey you'd like to go on. So you want to adjust and find your spot. Softening the shoulders wherever you are. So releasing any gripping. Sometimes we unconsciously grip in the jaw or in the fingers or even in the thighs, the toes. Use the exhales to find some softness. And it takes the time it takes for the body to unfold, so you're just setting up the space for that to happen. Just take it one breath at a time. A few more cycles of breath. And now we're going to lift the chest up. And we'll bring the left leg forward. You can windshield wiper your legs from side to side if you'd like to release. We're just going to do a simple switch to the other side. So when you feel ready, your left shin will now come parallel to the top of the mat and your right leg will swing around. Maybe 90-90, maybe not. Making sure the left ankle is flexed so that the knee is protected. Perhaps you start with hands on either side with the spine upright. Maybe a slight twist to the left and feel that internal rotation in the right hip flexor. You can stay here for half the time and do a mix of both. You choose. Or maybe you find the fold. And if you want to go a little more deeper, you would walk the chest towards the left flexed foot. using props as you need. Once you find your position, settle in, meet your edge, and then connect with the breathing in and out through the nose. And then taking a scan from the top of the head all the way down through the body to the toes, and just seeing where there may be any pockets of holding. Use the exhales to soften and to release and to move through any density or resistance. Few more cycles of breath. Now let's slowly release, walking the hands back up, props aside, swinging your right leg forward. Again, you can windshield wiper the legs here if you'd like, from side to side, whatever feels the best for you. We're going to roll onto our backs and come into a supine twist. So coming down all the way. You're going to extend your left leg out long. Bring your right knee in towards the chest. Left hand will come to the outside of the right thigh. Roll over onto your left side body. Right arm opens up. Let that right shoulder relax. Head could be center or over to the right. Try to keep that right shoulder onto the ground. You can always slide some props under the right thigh to bring the floor up to you to feel more support. Breathing into the abdomen. Beautiful. Come back to center and extend your right leg out long. Bring your left knee in, right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Guide yourself over to the right with the left arm out to the side, palm up. Try to keep that left shoulder grounded. Use props as you need, maybe under the left thigh. And wherever is comfortable for your neck, maybe you look to the left. Again, gently breathing into the abdomen, inviting in this sense of balance and equilibrium.
Slowly bring yourself back to center. Planting both feet on the ground, just lift and lower your hips so the hips are level and even on the mat. And then bring both knees in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins, Upanasana. Breathing into the belly and letting the belly just breathe into the thighs. Nice counter stretch, counter pose. And now on the exhale, we're going to extend out into Savasana, taking up as much space as you'd like, using whatever props that you'd like, maybe sliding a couple blocks underneath the backs of the thighs, maybe giving your hips a little wiggle so the lower back feels lengthened and supported, maybe a lift in the chest and a sliding down of the shoulders so the chest is open, slight pulling in of the chin so the back of the neck is long. Let your ankles fall open. Releasing any effort or control of your breath. Palms up. Close your eyes. There's nothing left for you to do here. Allow your whole body to rest on the ground. Belly is soft. Soften the energy behind your eyes. This time is here for you to nourish yourself at a very deep level. Here you allow the energy, the prana, the life force within you and that's all around you to organize itself into balance and harmony. As you lay here in this ultimate state of receivership. Try to stay here for at least a few minutes to really receive your efforts and to reset the nervous system. Thank you so much for your trust and for sharing your practice with me. From my heart to your heart. Namaste.